Let's understand bubble sort algorithm. It's also called as sinking algorithm, as the name conveys. Whether the given array, which has to be sorted depending upon the choice of the user, ascending or descending, the if the user has chosen to sort the elements in ascending order, the largest element sinks down and the smallest element bubbles up in the algorithm sequence. By terminating the algorithm, the array elements will be sorted. Let us understand the tracing part of the bubble sort algorithm. Let's start our understanding using the initial array sequence. It's 9, 5, 8, 1 and 4. Initially, the comparison happens with the first two elements of the array, 9 and 5. As it's clear that 9 is larger than the next element 5, it has to be swapped. So 5 bubbles up, 9 goes to the next position. Rest of the array elements are pending for the comparison and swapping. So next 9 is compared with 8. It is evident that 9 has to be swapped with 8. As 9 is largest, 8 is the smallest element of the array. So the swapping part 5, 8, 9, 1 and 4. So comparing the next sequence of the elements, 9 is compared with 1. When 9 compared with 1, again it is evident that we have to swap 9 and 1 as 9 is the largest. So the elements swapped would look like 1, 9 and 4. Next iteration, 9 compared with 4, it's evident that 9 is the largest element. It has to swapping the sequence 5, 8, 1, 4 and 9. At the end of the first iteration or the pass, it is evident that the 9 has occupied its position. The largest element has occupied its position. So next time comparison should not be done with the last element to save the number of comparison iterations. Note here, this is pass 1 and number of comparisons made is 4. Let's check out what happens in pass 2. The initial elements considered were 5, 8, 1, 4 and 9. Let us check out how the comparison happens. 5 compared with 8 need not have to be swapped as it's already in the ascending order between 5 and 8. 5 is the smallest, 8 is the largest. So 8, 1 and 9 enters to the second iteration. In the pass 2, next comparison happens between element 8 and 1. So it's evident that 8 is the largest, hence the value has to be swapped. So 5, 1, 8, 4 and 9. Next comparison happens with between the elements 8 and 4 in the given array, and it is evident that elements to be swapped. So the next sequence of the array looks as shown, and the last element of the array is already in its position, so need not have to be compared. From the given sequence, it is evident that 8 and 9 is already in its position. So next iteration, we do not have to compare those two. And the pass check here, this was the second pass, and number of comparisons made was 3. So let us iterate next with the sequence and understand what is happening in the array. So having the elements here, we have 5, 1, 4, 8 and 9 as the given sequence of the array elements. The comparison happens between the first element 5 and 1, first two elements. So it's evident that it has to be swapped because 1 is the smallest element and 5 is the largest. After swapping, the array sequence looks like this. The next comparison between the second element of the array and third element of the array, it's evident that 5 and 4, 4 is the smallest. So swapping 1, 4, 5, 8 and 9. Now from the representation, it is understood that last three elements have already synced to their position. So next iteration, they do not have to be compared. So this is pass 3 and number of comparison is equal to 2. We have done two comparisons. Let us check out the next sequence. The elements input will be 1, 4, 5, 8 and 9. And here last three elements are already in its position. Comparison should be made only between the first two elements. So let us compare 1 and 4, and it's need not have to be swapped because 1 and 4 are already in the ascending order. Rest 3 need not have to be done. So from the representation, it is evident that 4, 5, 8, 9 are occupying their positions. So noting the number of passes and comparisons, pass 4, that is iteration 4, and number of comparisons is equal to 1. And we have to decide to stop our bubble sort because the number of comparisons made is 1. How to put this into the programming representation is the question. So let us see the representation. Number of passes is 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 passes, and number of comparisons is being decremented. The sequence goes like this. For I is equal to 0, I less than n minus 1, I plus plus. How is the I being iterated? The I value changes from 0, 1, 2 and 3. So if it is n minus 1, the value will be 0 to I less than 4. So up to 3 I iterates. This is how the sequence of I iterates. So considering the next loop, for number of comparisons in each loop, for I take j is equal to 0, j less than n minus 1 minus I and j plus plus. Compare and swap. If under these two loops, we have to compare and swap. This is the logic of bubble sort. So now how is the j value being iterated? Let us check out j value. How does it change? First iteration, we say j is equal to 0 to n minus 1. So every time it starts from 0 to n minus 1. What is n minus 1 minus I? I is 0 in the first iteration and n is 5 minus 1 is 4. So 4 minus 0, it is, I'll write 5 minus 1 minus 0, which is nothing but it is 0 to 4, right? So how many comparisons happening here? 0 to 4 says I iterates from 0, 1, 2 and 3 times. These many times the j value changes. Similarly, next iteration, again j value starts from 0 because that is the inner loop there. But how is the n value being iterated? 5 minus 1 remains same, but I value is 1 here, which is nothing but 0 to 3, which is 0, 1 and then 2. So how many comparisons happening here? 3 comparisons, 0, 1, 2. In past 2, 3 comparisons. Similarly, when I iterates to 2, j comparison starts from 0, 0 to 5 minus 1 minus 2, minus 1 minus 2, okay, which is nothing but 0 to 2, which says j iterates from 0 and 1. That is number of times the comparison happening, right? What is the next last value of j? 0 to 5 minus 1 minus 3. I value is 3, which is nothing but 0 to 1, which says the loop iterates only once. Looking at the values here, it's evident that I is for the number of passes, four iterations, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 passes. In each pass, we have certain number of comparisons to be made with the element indexes. So J runs 4 times in the when I is equal to 0. Similarly, when I is equal to 1, J runs for 3 times. When I is equal to 2, J runs for 2 times. When I is equal to 3, J loop runs for once. So 1 is comparing the first element, or we say the comparison A of 0 and A of 0 plus 1. A of J and A of J plus 1, that's the comparison. See here we say 0 and 0 plus 1. Similarly, when you come to 3, A of 3 and A of 3 plus 1. So it is J loop which is controlling the array elements which are compared. I controls the number of passes. So let's check out how is the algorithm execution with coding. So looking at the sequence, array is declared, n holds the number of array elements, I and j for loop iterators, temp is for swapping. As you already know how to swap the elements, you need a temporary location. Next, enter the number of elements to be sorted using bubble sort technique, scan the number of elements, then read the elements using a for loop, and then the bubble sort logics. The two loops which we have written over there, I is equal to 0, I less than n minus 1, I plus plus, j is equal to 0, j less than n minus 1, minus I, j plus plus. Either way it can be written 1 minus I is also same, or n minus 1 minus I is also same. The comparison, if A of j is greater than A of j plus 1, swap the elements. Continue this until the number of passes are completed. Every time, since j is controlled, the number of comparisons will get decreased. Finally, print the sorted array. Compiling, there are no compilation errors. Execution, enter the number of elements to be sorted, 5, and the elements can be entered in random order, maybe 1 and then 14. Any elements can be entered. You can look at the sorted order of the elements 1, 4, 8, 9 and 14.